Hey everyone, it's Retro. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share how I've been farming currency through Citadel farming. So I'm not like actively hunting Citadels, but they're just showing up naturally while I farm on the Atlas. But I usually just focus on Breach and just Magic Find in general. Now that we have this huge update, we're able to see a glow on our Atlas if we are close enough. It's going to make it extremely easy to start farming them. So they actually have gone down in price, but it's still a great way to make currency. Able to get about 4 fragments to drop from the Citadel boss, and I'm going to show you how. So let's get started. Step 1 is finding your Citadels. If you're unsure how to locate Citadels, I'm going to break it down for you. The developers have mentioned that the Atlas system operates very similar to Delve. The further away you venture from the starting point on the map, the better the rewards become. In my experience, Citadels start appearing organically as you push deeper into the Atlas. They now have a beam of light indicating that there is a Citadel, as you can see right here on my Atlas. I have noticed that stone Citadels are showing up more frequently. All 3 types can spawn randomly. The key is to be prepared when you encounter one. The next step is understanding Fragment Drops. So when you're farming Citadels, the real profit comes from the fragments. There's 3 main types. The first one is the Faded Crisis Fragment. It's a big money maker, worth about 180 exalts. Then we have the Ancient Crisis Fragment. It's a bit less valuable, but it's still worth farming. It's worth around 130 exalts. Then we have the Weathered Crisis Fragment. It's slightly cheaper, but still profitable, worth around 120 exalts. So the number of fragments you get depends on your Waystone drop chance, which is calculated based on map modifiers and other factors. Here's the breakdown. 0 to 299% Waystone chance will give you 1 fragment. 300 to 599% will give you 2 fragments. 600 to 1199% is going to equal 3 fragments. And then if you have 1200% Waystone drop chance, it's going to give you a total of 4 fragments. Your goal is to aim for that 1200% or higher just to get the most out of it. Anything less, you're leaving profit on the table. The next step is preparing your Citadel run. You want to roll the right map to maximize your Waystone drop chance. You want to focus on maps with high suffix modifiers. Look for options that add increased Waystone drop rates, item quality bonuses. It's best to target tier 15 plus maps. You want to avoid maps that are overly punishing modifiers, such as that lower ailment thresholds can add an unnecessary challenge. Another way that it can be cheaper is to just buy your maps directly from the trade website. If you enter some filters in, we can see that you get like a 600% tier 15 map Waystone. It can cost around 20 to 30 exalts, which can save you time. And basically you just use Orbs of Alchemy and then exalt it and then corrupt your maps for the highest chance. You can use some omens that will grant you some suffixes as well. Optimizing your Atlas. The Atlas passive tree is a powerful tool for Citadel farming. You're going to want to allocate points into Waystone effectiveness nodes to increase the fragment drops, precursor buffs for better overall rewards. These nodes stack and can make a big difference when farming Citadels. So moving forward, when you're running the Citadel, now that you've got your map ready, it's time to run it. Here's a few things to keep in mind. Dying can cost you the fragment, so prioritize survivability. If you don't think you can run it, save the Waystone for later. Use an easier Waystone. You can also invite a friend to save it for you, which I have done that for my friends who ask, and we just split the profit. So just keep that in mind if you do have friends. And then managing your flask, you want to go into the encounter with fully charged flask, especially if the boss is challenging. The only time that I usually get messed up is if the boss spawns in with mana leech. That can be quite annoying, but if you can just spam your mana flask, you should be all right. Don't hesitate to leave the map, recharge your flask, go back in. It's better than risking a costly death. Sell your fragments for profit. If you're not interested in running the Arbiter fight, trade the fragments for a quick and easy payday. You're going to want to avoid delirious maps. Delirium modifiers add a ton of difficulty, and unless your build is tanky and reliable, skip them. And then that's about everything you need to know about turning Citadels into a massive profit source. By focusing on Waystone drop chance, optimizing your maps, and preparing for tough bosses, you're going to be well on your way to making more currency and just enjoying the game overall. So I have a little showcase here. My Waystone had 700% Waystone drop chance, and I was very close to the 1200%. If I had item quant on the map, I would definitely hit that mark, and I probably should have added more tablets to the surrounding area. But as you can see, I only had 3 frags dropped from my boss, and I'm just going to sell those frags for a good profit. This guide helps you properly run your Citadels, and definitely let me know if there's anything I missed. I hope you guys had a great day, and I'm going to see you in the next one.